Put it
Saying,
this
I
way,
guess.
Chris. If it was a punk song, you'd be fine.
No, that's true.
You, you,
Punk
you-
or ska, I'd be in. Even
yeah.
maybe a bit of hardcore. I can probably do a bit of
Oh
hardcore.
shit, you'd be fine at
I
hardcore. You
don't
don't
have
have to
to.
Do,
be in tune.
do
I don't
we
have to.
have the
Well,
man for you?
Well, shit. I'm pretty sure the patrons who are seeing this and anybody else who gets a chance to watch this video, they're probably wondering who these dudes are behind me right now. So I think it's time for us to get into a podcast and just kind of explain what's going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shedtime podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shedtime. What is Shedtime, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shedtime's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shedtime podcast.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Shedtime podcast. And I am very excited to bring these guys to you today. Let me flash this little logo up on the screen for y'all so you can see. We got the Jackie Chan fan club in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, you heard the name Jackie Chan fan club, and you're thinking to yourself, great. I had no idea that the Shed Time podcast was that into Jackie Chan movies that they would invite a fan club on. And that's a fair assessment because I mean I don't know that we've talked much about Jackie Chan movies.
It would be strange in that case, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do have a fun fact about Jackie Chan, though. I don't know
Sure.
if you guys knew. Did you know that his dad was a spy and arrested his mom for like drugs and shit?
We did actually know
And then
that.
after
Yeah, we did
and
actually know that,
eventually,
yeah.
and obviously afterward married her.
Yeah.
Did you know that he has diplomatic immunity everywhere?
Yeah, that's crazy though, right? I literally just read that like yesterday. I was like, wait, you mean to tell me that this motherfucker was a spy, busted this lady, and then it's like, you know what? I
I'm
like
gonna
you.
bury this one.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's
dude.
like that is I'm sure there's been several movies to that effect of some sort.
Oh, but yeah, aside from being actual fans of Jackie Chan, the Jackie Chan fan club is a lot more than just that. I think you guys can best describe what you do.
It's silly concepts done as serious as possible. Carter?
We make songs because we like to do it and it's fun, and we put them out, and we hope you like it, but it's all right if you don't.
I mean,
That's pretty much it.
that's a pretty good explanation. I think my favorite explanation I've heard you guys give is they are serious songs about incredibly unserious subjects. And genuinely, I love it. I think it's extremely unique and creative. I've said this before, like I'm a big fan of art for the sake of art, making music for the sake of just making music. And that's definitely what you get with the Jackie Chan fan club. This is all over the place. I mean, Chris, I had you listen to the album.
Oh, I'm listening right now. I think yes, there's definitely different songs. Like I just listened to Frog and Duder, and then now I'm listening to Sing Me a Song, and like they're way different. Even just like the instruments, the music that you hear is like very different. So yeah, I would respectfully say you're right. It is all over the place. But like I kind of vibe with it. Because like now I'm hearing Please Don't Arrest My Friend Richie, and it's once again totally different than those other two songs.
Yeah, it's really hard to classify it into any one genre because we really do not stick to that at all.
Yeah, we kind of do. Mike and I are into a really wide array of music, and so that so whatever mood strikes us at the moment is really what the genre of a particular song happens to be. Right now we're working on like a swing song.
Yeah, we always have a couple funk songs in the mix.
You gotta have
Funk
that
is just fun
bro.
to do. It's
You
objectively
gotta
the
have
most
that
fun
funk, bro.
kind of music to make.
And objectively, probably some of the best music to listen to.
100% agree.
Yeah, a good
I'm
bass
just
line.
saying, bro. Got a good funky bass line, bro. You got me, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, have they got some funky bass lines for you, sir?
Dude, honestly, I feel bad because I haven't checked you guys out yet, but I also kind of had an inkling that at some point in time you guys were going to be on this show. So I figured I might. I didn't figure it kind of just self-consciously happened, but I'm kind of excited because now I'm going to get to experience you guys for the first time in front of you guys whenever we hear some snippets and stuff. So I'm really interested into hearing some of the what you guys are working with. And I really do like the fact that you guys say you can't put yourself in a specific genre because my musical tastes are all over the place, man. Like I listen to practically everything except for, you know, some pretty heavy like screamo, like I need to be able to understand what people are saying is pretty much what it is. But even then, sometimes I can listen to music in other languages. That's just cool because I could dig the vibe. But either way, I'm really interested into checking some of this stuff out, man, for sure.
Yeah, totally. Most of the songs that we make, at least that I start entirely from just a sentence that sounded funny, and I write it down, and then it ends up a song. So that's not how you write songs specifically to try to make hits. That's how we make what we make, and if you connect with it, then that works for us.
We have a track on the album called Lil Godzilla that Mike just made because we watched Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Yes.
We both really liked it.
Incredible.
So Mike wrote a funny song about it, and then I told Mike that someone had messaged me saying, "Oh, dude, Lil Godzilla was written specifically for me, dude."
And I was like, I don't understand how anyone else could have possibly connected with that song. But
That's the thing about music, man. It transverses everything, bro. Like your backgrounds, age, whatever, bro. If a song if you can connect with it, bro, you're gonna connect with it in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean?
You said you love a good funky bass line. Lil Godzilla got a damn good funky bass line. I think we should show him.
We can put it on.
Yeah, sure.
I think we should show the people. I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm gonna have to pause Borgification Part 1.
Yes,
Dude, that fucking song, like, it low-key rips. Like, just the beat, dude. Like everything that's going on. It's
all right.
fucking
We're
good.
gonna give them all a taste of Little Godzilla. This one brings the funk for sure. You guys hearing it? All right.
No, not really. It's not coming through the mic very well. Yeah, I think Zoom's noise suppression's not really working with
It's hating everything that's
Yep,
going on.
I think
right
you're
now.
right because I'm noticing that it's telling me to make an audio setting change right now.
Been there. Sometimes voice mod just like needs me to remind it what it's supposed to be connected to for no reason.
It's just technology, man.
Dude, my parents' TV in their living room constantly like freezes and like won't load an app, or like, and is like a CRT TV would never just turns on or it doesn't.
Yeah.
The more things become like computers, the more they start having computer-like problems.
It's true.
Facts.
Yeah. See if we got it set up. That should not blow anybody out.
I shouldn't have to unplug my TV and count to 10.
See if we can get some Little Godzilla to work now.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work that way, Sean.
It used to. because I'm running the old soundboard again.
Yeah.
So
I
it
don't know why.
work, and I don't know why it's not working now.
Because it's like it's trying to play through your microphone. Are you able to share it through Zoom and just share it with audio?
That we might be able to pull off actually,
Share.
Oh yeah, you share the
because we could just
Yeah.
share the Spotify, share with sound.
Yeah.
Bang, that's a good idea.
Boom.
Technology is magic.
We got the old Spotify open.
Oh
Boom.
yeah, it's working.
Now I can hear it.
スペースゴジラ呼んでいいでしょ
Oh, little Godzilla. Please do not die. Please, little Godzilla. Don't make me cry. Oh, little Godzilla. I won't allow no killer to touch the scale of my little Godzilla. God to be pleased. God to be pleased. Oh, little Godzilla. Godzilla's son. It's Space Godzilla. Little Godzilla run.
宇宙怪獣
Oh, little Godzilla. Won't let no space Godzilla crystallize my little Godzilla. Got to be pleased.
テレパシーを送ってみて。
Got to be pleased.
砂浜を歩かせてみます
Got to be pleased. Take care of yourself and work for your health. You got me on my knees. Got to be pleased. Got to be pleased. My life you cute as a button for my mind at ease. Got to be pleased. Oh, little Godzilla, please do not die. Do not die. Oh, it's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. It's just a little Godzilla. Don't cry. Godzilla, Godzilla. It's just a little guy. Godzilla, little Godzilla. Don't cry. Godzilla. Please do not die. Oh, little Godzilla, my little Godzilla, please do not die. Please, little Godzilla. Don't make me cry. Oh, little Godzilla, please, little Godzilla, don't make me cry. Oh, little Godzilla. I won't allow no killer to touch the scale of my little Godzilla. Won't let no space Godzilla crystallize my little Godzilla. I won't allow no killer to touch the scale of my little Godzilla.
Godzilla. Obviously, it's fun.
Dude, the little like the clips that you guys put in there of like the little roars and just like the fucking like little voice lines and shit, bro. They're getting me every time they popped up, dude. I was just like, because like they're just like just enough in the background to like if you're like really listening to it, you're gonna hear it. And you're like, oh shit, like I hear the roar there.
Stuff about kaiju and
Yeah.
I know one of them is Space Monster or something. That's just because I watch a lot of anime.
I mean, at the start, it says plasma laser.
Well, that one.
So was that one of you guys playing the bass there, or is that like you guys creating?
No. We're no.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind me saying this.
Yeah.
We're not good musicians.
No, yeah, exactly. So, as a little fact, our label is we decided Brute Force Records. We decided that we make like brute force is kind of the style of music that we make. We just however we can get the sounds that we need, we're gonna do that to get there. We can't really play instruments consistently in any kind of way. So if we can get one take and then just loop it, that's what a lot of our beats are. We'll slow everything down so that Carter can get like a good few chords in on the guitar, and then we'll speed it up to the tempo that we want. And it usually works exactly like we want it to. I have a part in a song that we're working on right now with like a clarinet solo, but the learner clarinet that I do the solo on doesn't go low enough. So we had to just pitch it down in post. It was just two semitones, and it was that easy, and it's exactly the sound I wanted.
Nice. Actually, now that just we're talking about like recording and like doing stuff like that, can you guys share like how you guys record? Just because Sean told me and I thought it was fucking so cool.
Yeah, so
please share that.
So when we first started trying to make music, we didn't really have anywhere to record. Like we the first song we actually ever recorded was Melancholy Beeping, and that was in Carter's living room. But past that, it was all in my Kia Soul. That was in the front and mostly the front seat, sometimes the back seat, to be specific.
Yeah, the original setup was the front seat was the booth with all where we would
While you're engineering,
the producer seat, and the back seat was the recording booth.
And this is our microphone that we record everything on right here.
Yeah, we brought it with
the
us.
King Bee.
You'll notice it's a B.
Honestly, it's one of the coolest fucking condenser mics I've seen in a long time. That beats the snot out of ours, right? Like,
But
ours is boring. That's fucking cool as hell.
That being said, lately we do most of the stuff in the front seat because my back seat is filled up with instruments and whatnot.
Yeah, his accordion takes up like a whole car seat.
Yeah. I have a didgeridoo at home that I wish I had room in the car for, but I don't.
You need one of those like ski like Thule racks on top. You know, like
I'm looking to get a cargo
Thule.
van.
I don't know for sure, but I think you're supposed to take a little better care of instruments than that.
Well, I mean, there could be foam. I mean, I'm not talking crazy.
I'm not an
Not
expert.
letting it roll around.
As
As long as you don't get in an accident, it should be safe. It'll be in foam. It'll be fine.
I can't put my didgeridoo in danger. I can't put my didgeridoo in didgeridoo danger.
You need to write that down.
Oh, I have so many didgeridoo puns. Already written down.
Oh my god.
Let's just say that some people call it didgeridoo. We'll say that's a didgeridoo.
You're didgeridoo damn right.
I'm a big fan of puns. Please keep them coming. I'll take every didgeridoo pun I can. Oh my god. So it's like to give a little bit of background though. Like,
Did you have to redo any songs? Sorry.
oh,
It just popped in my head. I had to say it.
didgeridoo any song?
Ah.
God damn, that was good.
Hey man, when I'm on, I'm on.
It's- So yeah, like to get a little bit of background though, like I actually used to work with Mike, and we worked at the dispensary together. And when Mike first joined the team, the way he was introduced to me by one of our bosses was, "Oh, I can't wait for you to meet Mike. He makes music, and also he rides a unicycle."
Yes, it's
Like,
yeah. At the interview, they said, "Oh, we can't wait until you meet Sean." It wasn't a while. It was a while until I did actually meet you, but they did say that like at the interview.
I gotta say, one of my favorite things about you is that you unicycle.
like it was just one of those things. Like when someone says that to you, like, "Hey, this dude makes music, and also he rides a unicycle," you're like,
Not at the same time. No, totally.
well, and honestly, that was my first thought when they said it. Was like, does does he do it at the same time?
I mean, not to say that I haven't had like ideas while I'm on the unicycle.
I mean-
I spend a lot of time unicycling. You know, I've had ideas.
I mean, you know how to rap a verse that you've written in the past. Like, it's no difficulty at this point for you to
yeah.
just sing a song or
Totally.
rap a verse while you unicycle at this point. So I guess at that point you can do music while you
I
unicycle.
totally can. I mean, I'm good enough that I can. I mean, I wear a helmet and everything, but I can pull my phone out and like send a Snapchat to Carter real quick if I have an idea that I don't want to forget about.
Carter could just follow you around with like some shakers, and you guys could just do some weird performance. Like that'd be great. It'd be great.
My question is, what kind of music do you listen to while on a unicycle?
That's a good question.
It's really depends on whatever I'm listening to at the time. Currently, I've been listening to a lot of Hearth Martinez, a guy who put out like 2 albums in the 70s, like 75, 77. Really good voice, but then also some of his songs are really growly, and it's
Yeah, he does like a Muppet voice for like almost like I would say the majority of his songs.
yeah.
Like, but like he has multiple songs that he doesn't do it. So I know that's not just how his voice sounds.
It's what we wanted Randy Newman to sound like.
Yeah. We listened to
Gotcha.
a Randy Newman album, and we were all good that had short people on it. We were like, oh, I hope there's a lot more songs like short people on this album, and the rest of them were all like really slow, drumless, soulful ballads.
That being said, we latch on to a lot of just kind of like whatever obscure artists we can find. So to go off of that, I guess our biggest influences we tend to say are Frank Zappa, They Might Be Giants, and Ween.
Yes.
Dude, they might be giants. I can remember listening to them when I was like a young teenager. I feel like. What
They're
are
still
some
going.
of their like bigger? They had singles that like actually made sort of waves, right?
Well, they were on MTV a few times, I think. They were on Tiny Toons.
When people ask about them, I usually say, "Oh, they did the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme. They do the Malcolm the Middle theme.
They did an educational album, multiple educational albums. They're still putting out albums to this day, I believe.
Mhm.
It's quite hard to keep up, quite frankly.
Yeah, just like the weird, cryptic for the sake of it kind of lyrics.
For all the albums of theirs I've listened to, I joined like a Facebook fan page for them, and I don't understand 75% of the references because I haven't gotten there yet in the discography.
And the song I think you're thinking of, Chris, was Istanbul.
Not Constantinople.
Correct. Istanbul, not Constantinople. No, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Yeah.
Been a long time gone, Constantinople.
Why did Constantinople get the works?
It's nobody's business but the Turks. Anyways,
Yeah, you guys got me on that one.
You've never heard that song?
Oh, I've heard it, but I don't know it.
They do.
yeah,
We do, yeah.
They do.
very well.
So like what other artists would you guys consider influences outside of the big three that you choose to name?
Well, a lot of times I discover what the reference for the song was after the fact. Like it doesn't like I know I want the song to sound like this, and then me and Mike will be listening to music. I'll be like, oh, this is where I got that idea from. Like this is a really good musical idea I wanted to riff on. Like that sort of thing. That's
Or like lately, Carter's been listening to a lot of Parliament.
That's right.
And we love the fact that like Parliament has just like a bunch of recurring characters. But then that leads us to make funk songs. And we like canonically in our musical universe, any funk song is performed by Hebe Von GB and the Creeps.
yes, the fictional funk band.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to fit that into the.
We fit it into the booklet. That's it.
That's right. We gave special thanks to them in the lyric.
In our CD booklet.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. So that's an interesting thing I think that we should kind of touch on a little bit too. So as you said, like there's kind of a whole universe that is being built within the music. And that's one of the things that I think is really interesting and super entertaining. Naturally, I have to give a big shout out to Chris Childs.
Of course.
Chris Childs and his work on the Electric Timmy Talker,
It's incredible.
It's literally a genius.
life changing. And Chris Childs is just part of the universe, and you can experience this on the song "Friday Night at the Satin Wizard," which also I think is a great thing that we should probably talk about, which is how some of the songs, like, is it really a song? What defines a song? Because Friday night,
if you're gonna do that with any song on this one, this is really like
Yeah, this is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
because it's musical, it's definitely a song.
It's weird.
There's music in it.
We wrote this like backwards. I just made the beat in my off time, telling Carter, I don't think I think I could really do anything with this. And he goes, no, let me do something. And
I think you like wanted to delete it or something.
at the very least, I didn't have any ideas for it.
And I was like, hold on. And then Mike, for several months, was on a spree of buying as many strange and obscure musical instruments as he could find. And
So I bought an electric kazoo.
electric kazoo. And I desperately wanted to try the electric kazoo. And so he had that beat open, and I just said, all right, well, just hit record and I'm just going to go. And I just did a kazoo solo. We added a bunch of reverb and effects to it. Ooh, excuse me. And we listened back to it. And I was like, that's pretty good. And it was like, does it need anything else? We just sat there in silence for a while. And then I said, all right, put me right before the solo starts. And then I just went, and I was like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, I just like did a whole intro for this guy. And I mean, and then a whole other thing happened. It really happened very fast.
And
actually.
then we did the first part in like the least efficient way possible.
That was my fault.
Where Carter recorded his lines, just like riffing on it and with like leaving pauses, and I had to think of funny jokes in like just the right amount of time to fit in the pauses. And when I was way too high to like do that efficiently.
I don't think this explanation is going to help. I think.
Should we just share it?
I think you should.
Yeah. So this is to now demystify the whole thing. This is going to be Friday night at Satin Wizard, featuring Chris Childs. Because that's that is important. Chris deserves his love.
Yes,
for sure. Bang.
Big influence.
Big influence.
Bang.
Really honored to get him on the album, quite frankly.
Wow, honey. You said you're going to an art installation at a nightclub. I didn't
filter that I had.
picture it like this.
Just act like you belong, sweetie.
I mean, this looks like a spaceship Victorian ballroom with...
Yes, it's all very deep, honey. There's a lot of
I mean, the
layers.
ladies are all wearing flippers.
It's called postmodern aquatic activism, honey.
Oh, wow.
It's really making an important political statement.
You know so much about art, honey.
There are a lot of overarching themes and motifs. There's really a reason I went to film
You should
school.
maybe live music, too. When's that happen?
No, honey, let me explain. So the live beast whale over
Oh,
there.
here it comes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, all of us here at the Satin Wizard are proud to present on the electric Timmy Talker, Chris Childs. Take it away, Chris!
He's so talented. He communicates so much that that's jazz for
I love you, Chris.
What's a Timmy talking?
What's a Timmy talking?
I guess you would call that a sketch, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a song.
Right? Like
I don't know how there's no debate for me. Like that's a song.
Like it's definitely a song. Like,
That's very affirming.
And
Thanks.
there's a feature in the song, but it's a song.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
true.
That's true.
Like
They
Chris came in,
legally-
laid it down. That was it.
No one can say otherwise.
I wouldn't let him. To be honest.
All I want to know is when's the video coming out?
The music video.
I'm glad you asked that actually, because we are going to be shooting some music videos for some of these in the future,
Yeah.
and there's going to be some pretty fun stuff to go with that. He's got a couple.
I need to know what exactly the satin wizard looks like, man. I got some sort of description, but I need to see it, man.
It really like depends on the night. It's it's a venue that it's what's the word? It's a
Well, it's a nightclub. It's a nightclub, is what it is. But it also hosts like events, parties, and like in the case of this song, art installations.
yes, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
Like that fake grocery store in Las Vegas or something. You know.
yeah, totally.
But you know, it's all very deep, as the man
It's all very
said.
deep. It's a lot of layers.
Yeah, he went to film school, so I trust what he said.
I mean, post modern aquatic activism. I mean, how can I not get behind?
There's
that?
a live beach whale.
A live beached whale. It's
like art.
I see the problem. I guess the main problem with this album is the songs that are very atypical of what you might call a song are the ones that people give me the least feedback on.
Yeah.
But those are inevitably my favorite ones on the album. I'm just so happy that they're there, you know.
The album's been out a little over a week now, and today was the first time I've heard anyone say anything about baby smoking cigs.
Yeah. That's also that is up in the top of one of my favorite songs on the album.
It was one of mine when you first showed it to me. I was like, I mean, what a ludicrous title, first and foremost. Baby smoking cigs.
I mean, you know, based on who most of my friends and family are, you know, every time I've shown them the album, I would just say, hey, just so you know, there's going to be one or two songs you're probably going to really hate on here. That's okay.
Like it or not, that's a cause that no one can like not get behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun. Baby smoking cigarettes. It's not fun.
No, it's not something to joke about.
I mean, I've seen some pretty young kids smoking. You remember there was like one kid from like some other continent, and he like was smoking cigs. He's like this like 3 or 4 year old like really overweight kid.
yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
Russian
about. I
darts.
definitely had visions of that kid while I was making this.
Yeah, dude.
Russian darts, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god! Do you remember the video? It was like an Indian family or something. Like the dad's just laying on the couch, and this little kid's doing the same thing. He's just sitting there like
just
ripping butts and like dancing around while his dad just sits and watches him. I remember that being like super viral like 15 years ago or some
totally.
shit. Holy crap.
That was
I hadn't even
before
thought
viral
about
was a
it.
thing.
Well, anyway, did you like it?
Oh, the song. I mean, the song. It's not one of my favorites.
That's
No,
that's
fair.
okay. That's
I
okay.
think
I don't
that just
expect.
for me,
That's the
like,
thing. I
it's
don't
like
expect.
all the.
Here's the
Like
thing.
this constant wave.
I would be
of,
surprised
like,
if it
back
was.
and forth, and it kind of it's like slightly off-putting for me, but
yes.
it's not like it's bad. You know?
This is what I'll say, guys.
We're getting across exactly the feeling that we intended.
Yeah.
I mean this with I don't mean to offend or disrespect in any way. What I will say is that listening to the tracks that we've listened to, what I get from it, like outside of like the songs, is I get two buddies hanging out, having some fucking fun, dude.
Exactly.
100%. So for that, I appreciate the shit out of it and I respect it.
Thank you so much.
Now,
Oh.
On the other hand, the first
There's a
song
but.
was definitely like Little Godzilla. I could definitely vibe with Little Godzilla a little bit more. The second one, you kind of lost me there.
Well, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Like a lot of the bands we described as our big influences, like routinely just like swap genres between albums or even between
like
songs on an album.
One of my favorite Ween albums, Chocolate and Cheese. Is that where Spinal Meningitis Got Me Down?
Yeah.
Chocolate and Cheese, one of my favorite Ween albums. I'll tell people, second song or the third song, regardless. Spinal Meningitis Got Me Down. Skip it. Incredible album. Do not listen to that song.
Yeah. But I'm happy that song is on that album. I will say, and I think I will, and I agree with Mike that it was generally part of our intention artistically to make listening to the album all the way through as close to a disorienting experience as it could be without being disorienting.
And like listening to it in order front to start, there's a specific flow to it.
There is.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, like the album opens up with "Sing Me a Song," and I think that really does set you up for what you're about to get into, because you basically explain that like this is just about making some fun music.
If anything, Sing Me a Song sets up perfectly for the next song, where I do exactly what Carter told me to do, which is sing a song.
It's true. That's a good point. I didn't think about it from that perspective.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is an almost concept album-esque quality to it, but it's not quite a concept album.
But I mean, your second song, "Please Don't Arrest My Friend Richie."
Please don't arrest my friend Richie.
That's much more to people's taste than
Yes.
the last song we listened to.
I mean, it is a typical song, and dare I say, I mean, if we have to define genre, that's a country song.
Give me it then.
definitely.
I need to listen to this one then.
Okay, see,
Play this one. If you guys, the listeners know, but you guys, I am a diehard country fan. I listen to country every day. It's like core of my playlist. So I'm really curious to see what kind of vibe you guys can bring to like a country song, if that's what Sean's saying this is. I'm very interested in it. Not only that, but I want to find out a little bit about Richie.
Yeah, it's about a close friend of ours.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell. I hope this excites you. We went out to a music store and bought a guitar slide specifically for this song.
See, there's the thing, man. I'm just jealous that you actually own a guitar slide. I've only used one a few times, and let me tell you what, bro, there ain't nothing more fun than sliding that thing up and down the neck, especially if you got like a guitar with a little bit some distortion and some effects going through it, dude. You can get some crazy.
Maybe you should say there's distortion on that guitar.
But
Physically, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely the neck of the guitar was definitely warped. Yeah.
Is that the guitar that was found beside the dumpster?
No. That's a whole nother story.
That was
I'll tell you after this song.
That's right. That was the curse.
That was
cursed
cursed.
guitar.
It's a whole thing.
No, that's a whole different thing. We'll listen to
So
we'll listen to Richie first.
So yeah, let's give him. Please don't arrest my friend Richie.
First, we have to hear about the woes of Richie.
Yes.
Yeah, Richie seems like a hell of a guy, honestly.
He really is. He's
Hell of a guy.
He's one of my best friends.
And to be fair, Richie is the third member. So
While he's not a member of the band per se, he is the third of the three founding members of the Jackie Chan fan club.
Yes. Richie, more than anyone else referenced on this album, is, and I cannot stress this enough, a real person.
So shout out to you, Richie. Because honestly, like I told Mike, because when he first gave me the like early recording snippet and let me hear it when he came over one day, I was like, dude, 2-3 days later, I was still singing the song in my head. I was like, you got a song there. Like that's an actually really good song. I like it a lot. And again, our listeners know I'm not a country fan per se, but I understand what we're doing here with this album, how this album, isn't meant to be taken super seriously. This is literally a fun album of music, and I love this song.
Well,
So-
god damn it, just play the damn thing, dude. The fucking anticipation's killing me, bro.
So I mean, what do you, Richie? You know, all right. That's enough of the game.
It's gonna be way worse than he expects it to be.
Anyhow, please don't arrest my friend Richie. Here we go.
Please don't arrest my friend Richie. Oh, whatever he did, I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Please don't arrest my friend Richie. If I see him in cuffs, well, I'm gonna get mad. Don't arrest my friend Richie. He's a hell of a guy. One time he bought me an ice cream. Don't arrest my friend Richie. And honestly, I just don't know how well he'd do in prison. Please don't arrest my friend Richie. Unless he killed his whole family, I ain't changing my mind. Please don't arrest my friend Richie. If it was anything else, I'm sure it's probably fine. Don't arrest my friend Richie. He could do no wrong. He let me borrow his car once. Don't arrest my friend Richie. And honestly, I just don't know how well he'd do in prison.
Oh man, James'
I can hear the
face.
slide right there, dude. It's beauty.
James is getting it now.
Don't worry, James. It's over.
Don't arrest my friend Richie. Don't you take him away from me, I'm asking you, please. Please don't arrest my friend Richie. Got me begging and pleading, man, I'm down on my knees. Don't arrest my friend Richie. Don't arrest my friend Richie. Don't arrest my friend Richie. And honestly, I just don't know how well he'd do in prison.
In a way, it's a very sad song.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
because it really didn't. It couldn't necessarily.
Like all great country songs.
Yeah.
It's a very sad song.
Yeah.
Dude,
No
the
happy
fucking-
ending.
The guitar solo, bro.
I think the guitar solo really communicates the vibe of the whole album.
What
Yeah, totally.
what made me laugh so hard, bro, was obviously before the song. I was like, oh yeah, it's so much fun playing one when you have like a pedal with like some distortion and stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, well it's got a little bit of some distortion. And then as soon as I heard it, bro, oh my god, dude, it just fucking hit, like it was gold.
I saw you cheesing, and I was like, he's getting it.
Oh man.
He understands the vibe.
No, I've understood the vibe the whole time. It's just that one really got that, like that one got me in another way than the other one. You know what I mean? The other one lost me. This one got me. You know what I mean?
Totally. Oh yeah.
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 I would say.
And honestly, here's the thing, bro. The lyrics aren't even bad. Like honestly, like I'm sitting here like listening to it, and I'm also thinking of like little tweaks that could be made to it that could actually make it like a legit country song. If you really wanted to, you could literally take that with a couple tweaks to like the actual like guitar and stuff. And dude, I feel like it could be like a legit country song, but I also get where you guys were going with it and why it sounds the way it sounds. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and
that
this is-
part also
There's
makes
another
sense.
one where like I outside of the solo, which was Carter, it was me. And I don't play any guitar at all. That was entirely programmed. And it sounds pretty decent at that.
No, yeah, I'm just saying like there's just like a couple little things that you could like add in or like
yeah,
whatever
totally.
that like if you obviously wanted to make
Definitely.
it more
And
produced
that was
and
actually
whatever.
one of our earlier recordings. When we went back to like master it after, it was one of those like, what the fuck are we doing? This is a mess. Because we hadn't really developed the system that we have now.
I
But
want to
yeah,
know like what happened to Richie though.
Yeah, that one's more of a
Like I don't need to
and
know
I
like
feel
what
for Richie, bro.
what could have happened.
And
I mean like what is Richie doing right now?
oh, so
And honestly,
so-
right now, I don't know how Richie would do in prison either. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's why I want
It's
to know.
concerning to think about.
yeah, like the dude bought you an ice cream, bro. Like,
He let me borrow his car once, and it was a
it
Honda.
was a Honda. Like, what else do you want?
What a guy.
sounds like a cool guy to me, man.
And
Yeah. You know what? Don't arrest Richie.
Yeah.
don't arrest Richie.
Please,
Free
please
my man
don't.
Richie.
Then that song's a great example also of like setting a scene with the song as well. Like each song, like we tried. I just like adding all the voices in the background. I was trying to like paint the image in your mind of this taking place in like a rowdy bar or something.
It's what it
you know?
sounded like. That's
Yeah,
honestly like I like the buildup of the vocal from like the verse to like the like that was like I was like okay, that's where I was like oh, this kind of does sound like a country like a bar song, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got
everybody
that
just
old
be
like
singing out.
honky tonk vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Yeah.
also then where my brain clicked and it was like, oh well, if we changed, maybe this and that, like that's where you could get people like, out doing like a fucking line dance to Please Don't. Anyways, I'm stoned, so my brain fucking went for a ride there on that one.
There's lots of good, brilliant marketing opportunities with a lot of these songs.
Here's the thing, man. Like the guys know this, but as of recently, bro, I've been coming up with some fantastic like marketing propositions, and just like creative ideas, obviously, but none of them are anything that I'm gonna do. They're all things that like if other people want to do it, let's fucking make it happen. Like, well, one, I'm obviously will be involved in as things develop further, but I'm just like somebody says something and I start thinking of like, okay, where can we take this? How can we push this? Where's the connection to this or that? You know what I mean?
That's how I excelled at marketing in cannabis, man. I was like, I'm a pothead. I like to make weed sell even better. How do we do it? Oh shit! Here's ideas.
It's just
We're
me getting
about
high,
committing
bro.
to the bit. Above all else, we're about committing to the bit. It's something
feel
that,
it.
especially more recently, I have an idea, I jump on it. I had my hat and my shirt. Were both like just things I thought of. The hat I had made and shipped to me. The shirt I designed and then pressed myself. I just been, if anything, when we first had the idea, I leaned heavy into the merchandising and we had to kind of like reel it back and then actually start making the music.
And that's another thing that I think is interesting to touch on. If you want to check these guys out online, the website, JackieChanFan.club.
A really great domain name.
Like, yeah, I think that's genius. I think more people should be creative in that way because I think that was the point of opening those domain endings like that, was to allow for things to be done like that. It's like doing, you could do JackieChanFan.shop. Bam, that's a merch store.
Mhm.
That was the point of doing that, and I love that you guys were like, we can do that, we should do that. But then you actually go to the website,
Yeah.
and like, I love that your website, it's not putting you first.
Yeah, it's not a Squarespace.
Yeah, I really, all credit for the website really has to go to Mike. In general, it came out spectacular. You were going for like a 90s.
You were going for bad, right?
But really though, when you log on to it, you feel like it is a Jackie Chan fan club website that's been on the internet since 1996.
Yes, and admittedly, I can't code, and I'm going to preface this with Carter and I are large opponents to artificial intelligence in music, but
Or art in general.
and art in general. That being said, it's incredible for coding, and it's helped me code the website entirely in HTML just by myself, which has been a lot of fun, honestly. But yeah, I love what I just think of an idea that's funny, and then I add a page on there, and boom, it's public.
Yeah, I mean, you wanna learn about some Jackie Chan movies? They got some info there for you. You want to learn some Jackie Chan facts? They got you.
There are a bunch of I mean, it's a bunch of jokes, but there are a bunch of real Jackie Chan facts and a real Jackie Chan movie generator that has pretty much all of the titles that he's like a notable character in.
Dude, you got some deep cuts in there. Like,
Yeah, some
deep
some
cuts
old
in
deep
there.
cuts.
You
Yeah.
gotta be careful because there are some movies that say Jackie Chan presents before the title and don't actually feature Jackie Chan in any way.
Gen Y cops.
Yeah. For example,
Fucking scam.
fucking scam.
Yeah, but you do get that panda one there.
And an important thing to also note that's on our website is a disclaimer.
Look, we're big fans of Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Carter.
We're big fans of Jackie Chan. That being said, he definitely has as someone that's famous in China, so ties to the CCC like P that you know you can only
Was that too many C's?
I don't know maybe I got to do it CCP regardless.
Yeah.
You just wanted to CC the CCP.
Yeah, you want
Right,
CC
right.
the CCP so that you can hear what we're saying.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
they
Yeah,
But
speak
regardless,
Chinese then.
Yeah.
I guess I know like his son got caught with drugs and he might have like a gay child and there's some kind of controversy. We don't align ourselves with any of the things that the Jackie Chan does. And that being said, we don't want him to find out that we exist anyways.
Yeah, he'd probably be very angry if he found out about all this. So please don't tell him.
This is all on our site. We have a page specifically
Yeah,
for this.
we have a disclaimer on our website that says this.
Like there's definitely parts of Jackie Chan movies where it's like, oh, this is obvious Chinese propaganda.
Yeah, or there's jokes that don't age very well at all.
Yeah.
But
A scene where like a child has a Captain China instead of a Captain America, and Jackie Chan straight up says, much better than Captain America.
no, he just
yeah, okay, we get it, Jackie.
But that being said, that shouldn't stop you from appreciating the genuine, incredible works of art.
The
that
man
are
did
his
still invent the
movies.
genre of kung fu comedy, and we need to appreciate that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even in his old age, he's still churning out like fun movies.
Either way, you shouldn't think about it too much. We thought it was a funny band name.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's how it started. We almost went with the Daft Punks or Daft Punk again.
I think that you went the right
That's
way.
a great bit.
Which is way more infringing.
Your guys' website
They're
is
way more
pretty
likely to sue you.
I actually like the advertisements on your guys' website. Like, please adopt a panda. I have so many. Like, to me, that's just hilarious.
well, because Jackie Chan adopts pandas.
Yeah, that's a very
Oh, he
recent
actually
movie.
does have a lot.
Yeah, he actually does have a couple pandas. You'll see him. You'll see him with pictures of like two stuffed pandas, but he does actually like adopt or has adopted a couple pandas in real life. But in his more recent movie, Panda Plan, because of that, they made the movie where they want Jackie Chan to adopt a panda, and then like bad guys want to get it, and then so on. Jackie Chan's movie stuff happens, you know.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
you
fun.
guys have like written reviews.
So yeah, so it's
Gotta get Richie on that. though.
pretty new. So Carter and I have written our reviews on Panda Plan specifically. But yeah, we also, you know, we're working with Richie also to get his review on there.
Yeah.
Are we
Richie
gonna
has an
get
actual.
any- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are we gonna get any Jackie Chan adventure like call outs?
I I was pushing hard for the rating system for the movies, being like, I give this 5 out of 12 talismans or something like that.
I know we need some sort. We need a reference somewhere.
Definitely. I'm outing myself as just not being. I don't have a deep knowledge of Jackie Chan Adventures, and I
Dude,
recently
Jackie
started
Chan.
watching it.
Okay, let me get you on game real quick, bro. Jackie Chan Adventures was probably one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Like, I think it was probably came out probably early 2000, late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Definitely.
I was like middle school, high school, like probably right
Probably
around
elementary
that.
school.
Dude, it was fucking amazing, dude. I loved
It's
that
incredible.
fucking shit.
I actually had a novelization of one of the episodes I got at the Scholastic Book Fair.
That was
Yeah, but pretty much
they made novels out of the episode.
Dude, the Scholastic Book Fair had novelizations of episodes of
Everything,
kid shows all the
dude.
time, dude.
I only went-
It was like a feature of when I was growing up.
Only books I ever got from the Scholastic Book Fair were I Spy books or Captain Underpants.
I
I thought you were gonna
always
say Goosebumps.
I
Oh,
always
go on.
got the new Captain Underpants if there was a
You
new
got a
Captain
big-
Or
Underpants.
Where's
long
Waldo,
bendy pencil.
dude? They had a fucking Where's Waldo book, bro. It was over. But dude, anyways, the whole point of Jackie Chan Adventures is there's fucking talismans for each animal in the Chinese zodiac, and each talisman gives you the power of that animal. And obviously, Jackie Chan has all the talismans. He gets to use the powers. There's a fight for the power, the control of the talismans. Da, 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 da. Amazing cartoon.
Incredible stuff. You're really missing out. We've had this conversation hundreds of times.
Okay.
he knows it was my disdain.
Look, one of the
What if
caveats of
it's
being a fan of
streaming
Jackie Chan
anywhere?
is there's an incredible amount of Jackie Chan media.
This is true.
It's true. It's true.
Speaking of which, he's going to be in the new Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio.
That's right.
Oh, they're doing a crossover with the remake they did with Jaden Smith. That's so cool.
Yeah.
They called it
Or
the
they're
Karate Kid.
combining karate and kung fu.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
movie.
They called that one the Karate Kid, even though they did kung fu in it.
Well, you know, most people don't know that.
I think that's a genuinely underrated movie, by the way. And beside the fact that it falsely advertises they do karate in it, I think it's a very good emotional movie. And Jackie Chan does a very heartfelt performance.
It wasn't
And
bad,
Jaden
dude.
Smith's a better actor than people give him credit for. And you can tell him I said that.
If I need
Next
to
time
go-
I talk to him, I'll let him know.
And he's gonna be in this new one.
No, it's just
Oh.
gonna be Ralph Macchio, Jackie Chan, and there's like a new kid that Jackie brings from China to like the States, I guess.
So like
to-
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, because there's something because I can't because Jackie Chan's character and Mr. Miyagi have some sort of connection, and he wants Ralph or whatever his name to teach the kids some of Miyagi's karate to help him in a competition that he's going to compete in. Because I guess
Oh,
it's
okay.
a
I mean, I'll
karate
watch it.
competition,
Yeah.
but the kid like knows kung fu, but he wants to learn like the rules of karate. I don't know. It looks
Yeah.
it looks like it might be.
I'm getting the rough gist.
Who knows?
Sounds confusing, quite frankly.
I
Yeah,
think that
it's-
like any Karate Kid movie, I enjoyed. Even like the one where Daniel was like in Japan and he
Daniel-san.
even that one, which was that Karate Kid 2?
Did you see the one or did you see Karate Kid 3 with what's her name?
Next Karate
Hilary
Kid.
Swank.
Yeah. The next
I did
Karate
see
Kid
it.
or whatever. I thought that one actually was pretty decent.
No, it was
My
good.
my boy, who's actually my landlord to this house right now,
Oh,
is
is it?
in the next
That's
Karate
right.
Kid.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
We've
sick.
had this
Yeah.
Oh,
conversation.
wow.
In the arcade scene.
Oh, we're that many degrees closer to Jackie Chan.
It's so scary.
in the arcade scene, he's just the dude leaning against the wall like he's just an extra. But yeah, that was his first extra role in any major film.
Getting excited and scared.
Oh, yeah. You know, the great thing about those 80s movie franchises is the more movies they get, the more like surreal they get. You remember in Rocky 4 how they just had like a talking robot in it?
Yeah.
They just the longer you just allow them to keep dragging out a story, the more like more wacky ideas you have to start throwing in to keep it going.
Oh, that's definitely true.
And that's something I look forward to doing in future albums.
Yes.
It's all downhill from here.
I mean, that'd be hilarious if you guys did like a straight EP, like 5 songs, just like straight, like trying your best to just make an overall badass song that like the masses, that would not be so niche, and then just like go right back into creating the most unusual / incredible music going forward. Do you know what I mean? After you guys like hone in how like wild you guys are, you just like throw one of those just like straight like little half albums, That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
It'd be cool.
It wouldn't be Jackie Chan Fan Club though. It would have to be like a separate name, obviously, but like,
oh, totally.
I'm talking about YouTube individuals. Dude.
Yeah, I know. I can
right.
Understood.
I mean, I think it'd be cool. Like, we don't see split EPs anymore like we used to. Like, it'd be wicked fucking cool to do something like that and do a split EP.
Dude.
Yeah, you could do like a collab with yourselves.
The Massachusetts came out of you right there.
I honestly love gimmicks like that, like releasing an album in a strange format or something like that.
Because like the split EP shit, like back in like the punk days when I was growing up, like bands would just get together and be like, look, I can't afford a whole lot of studio time. You can't afford a whole lot of studio time. Let's go in together and we'll make an EP together. I'll put 4 songs on there, you put 4 songs on there, and we'll put this out together. And this way we can go both release some new music and we'll it'll share our music with our fan bases. And that shit was awesome because you got to hear bands that maybe you didn't know because you were picking up the 4 songs of the band you did know that you wanted to have. And I wish more bands did that shit nowadays because like that would be such a cool way to just like mix something in that way. You know what I mean? But you don't see it enough. And I think we need to get it back in the music industry. Split EPs.
So something similar that I'm a huge fan of. It's so Lil Dicky on his professional rapper album, he had a song called Pillow Talking, where he had a verse where his brain raps.
Yep.
Kind of funny, it's cool. But then totally separate. It's not under Lil Dicky at all. It's under Brain. And it's an entire album just called I'm Brain. And it's an entire album where his brain is like DJ Khaleding it, and Dickie's still on there rapping, but his brain is on every single track and calling all the shots, and it's done entirely from that perspective. There's no features until the very last track where they get the game on as a feature, which is crazy.
The game out of anybody.
Yeah. It's the funniest like out of left field feature they could have gotten.
All right, I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I appreciate the fucking heads up on that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
That is
shout out LD,
variety.
man. Like the dude can fucking rap.
Yeah, we really try to walk the line of comedy music, like trying to do silly things as serious as possible, but we definitely have a big comedy music influence.
Yeah. A lot of our favorite bands have a pretty obvious and well-used like sense of humor. Like Frank Zappa never both simultaneously seemed to take himself very seriously and not seriously at all.
But then we have like actually like Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
And back in high school we were big fans of a band called Ninja Sex Party, which was strictly like a comedy band. Flight of the Conchords. They don't like expressly do comedy songs, but just like very similar to what we do, that just like the concepts of their songs are weird and strange, but they supplement that by being incredible musicians on top of that, unlike us. Yeah.
I mean, it to me, like, it draws parallels. I'm a big fan of Psycho Stick.
Yeah, love Psycho.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Psycho Stick is an incredible metal band. Like, these dudes shred. They're fantastic artists, but when you actually pay attention to what their songs are about, like, there's a hysterical one called Girl Directions. And it's like, it comes off as the band trying to be heavy, like girl directions, and then it literally cuts to this like almost jazz style, and this girl just giving like the worst directions in LA. Like, first you're gonna get off the 305, then you're gonna take a left at the biggest oak tree you've ever seen in your life. I swear to God, you can't miss it. Like, then you're gonna pass that restaurant that sells that weird stuff, the falafel thing, but it's not falafel. Like one of those kind of directions. And that's the whole song is just that theme the whole way. Or like caffeine. It is a ode to coffee. They blew up over beer. Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And stuff.
Yeah, and when I was in high school, boobs was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
We got the World of the Bloodhound Gang. Similar idea, just we're making legitimate songs with just about the weirdest stuff.
I constantly tell people this when they ask, but the one thing that I think the most important thing I think that we take away from all our most favorite musicians is that there's nothing too stupid to put in a song. Ever. The worst musician could write the most nonsensical song you've ever heard, and he will find 50,000 monthly listeners on Spotify to this day. It's if you want to be successful or whatever, I guess you could make something that would be more popular to more people. But if you do just put out whatever you like to make, there will be an audience for that.
I can't agree more, honestly. I think I know we've talked about it when we were in some sessions, but most of all of our favorite artists, when we think about the people that we count as some of our favorite musicians and stuff, right? A lot of them all say the same thing, and it's that they just made the music they wanted to make. And if people liked it, that was friggin' cool to them. And it just happened that a bunch of people wound up liking it, right? And I think that is the beautiful thing and the beautiful approach towards art, right? You should make the art you want to make. If you want to paint, paint. If you want to draw, draw. If you want to make weird sounds and compose them into some sort of melody, do it. Because at the end of the day, art should bring the performer of the art joy. And if it gets to bring anybody else joy, that's just an added bonus to increase your joy as the artist, we used to say when I was a performing artist, 15 to 15,000, I'm still going to give it the same show, And honestly, that was the thing that drew me to working with these guys and helping them, just refine the sound more in the studio, was that this is art for art. This is, I want to make some music and I want to have fun doing it. And, whatever we want to talk about, we want to make a rap from the perspective of the animals at the zoo. We can do that. If we want to, go ahead and dream about being turned into a cyborg, we can do that. Just making music and having fun. Why does everything have to be so commercial? We've talked about it before, right? It kind of sucks with how everybody's hobby has been monetized. This is allowing music to be the hobby, and whatever comes of it, comes of it. And honestly, you've already seen it. People are resonating with it.
It's been cool. This was the first project that we've put out, just the two of us. I've put out a couple projects, just stuff that hip hop stuff that I produce solo on my cell phone. And I've had some close friends check it out, but this is the biggest buildup and I guess probably the biggest network that I've had when I release anything like this, especially having Carter and his whole network. It's been really cool hearing all the feedback, especially having like Chris, international people listen to our album. That's crazy.
It's incredibly
I've never experienced that.
I It's so exciting to me to just hear a bunch of different people's just impression of this because like I didn't make this to appeal to anybody in particular, so I'm really curious who it does appeal to, you know? And Mike is a really good rapper, which is why I'm surprised we only have the one rap song on here, quite frankly.
It's true. And it is a banger.
I'm glad you didn't see it. That's one of the ones I haven't heard any feedback on.
It is a banger.
Make them listen to it right now. So I can hear what they think.
I mean, Chris, obviously,
I'm for.
You've heard it before.
Yes.
So
I've heard the whole album probably about 5 times.
I mean,
I'm so happy to hear that, Chris. Thank you.
And honestly, like, shout out to DK for
yeah,
that's a DK.
Our pal DK.
You know, Donkey Kong is always coming through for the homies and the fam, and that's dope. But yeah, we should give them a little taste of Gorilla Greetings, and let our listeners find out what Mike's rapping can really be.
Well, yeah, I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you already understand. The name is Gorilla Greetings. Like, I love the sample.
I love it.
Gorilla greetings, snake salutations, and I'm a rapping all across the nation. No matter your place or location, we coming to your town and preach proclamation.
Gorilla greetings, tarantula tidings. We rolling through on unicycles, we riding. Ethical circus where your boys be residing. We jamming like a jungle like a whole bunch of lions.
Elephant,
Hey.
Peacock,
badger,
centipede,
mole rat,
possum,
blue jay,
bison. Gorilla greetings, hippopotamus, howdy. Let me tell you a little something about me. One day I sneezed and I flew very loudly. Come to find it was my elephant having to show proudly.
Gorilla greetings. We're gonna stream and we beaming straight to your home. Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. Oh, when the creatures be rapping, it's a hell of a show.
Animals, cobra,
Flamingo,
camel,
armadillo,
vulture.
sand ghoul, green,
Gorilla greetings,
yak, yo,
best friends with every
animal that you know.
peeping, jeeping, and peeping.
I got a toad
Think I was bit by a chicken.
across the roads. Gorilla greetings, hyena, how do you do? JCFC always be coming for you. And all the bats, cats, rats, and hippos too. We fucking rollers while we party in the zoo.
Think I was bit by a chicken.
He said, "I think I was bit by a chicken for crossing roads."
I think the implication of that line was that like I don't know, like some kind of were chicken kind of thing.
Where chicken?
I don't know.
Well, that's the first conclusion anyone would naturally draw. Obviously. It's so funny. I'm sitting here listening to it, grooving it, because this is another one of my favorite songs on the album. And I'm just sitting here thinking, what is this about? I wrote half of this. What is this?
I mean, I know it spawned from a singular line in a Nicolas Cage movie.
It did. We were watching a Nicolas Cage movie, and a big animatronic gorilla said, "Gorilla greetings," and then a big fight scene happened.
And we do what we do best, which is, whoa, that's funny, and then I write it down.
Yeah, and then now there's a ridiculous rap song on Spotify for everyone to hear.
Honestly, what's so funny too is like the actual rapping. It really just feels like an era of rapping to me that is so long ago. And
the
then
original
obviously
idea
there's,
was like a Curtis Blow-esque kind of vibe.
well, dude, like even there's sections that it kind of sounds like, I don't want to say it sounds like the Beastie Boys, but it's like
It's got like 90s hip hop vibes, and that's what the Beastie Boys have always been, and they've never, that's just their sound, bro. Like
they so much
not only that, but when they came out, bro,
sounds.
they were like a big part of like that sound at the time, you know what I mean? So when you think about it, that's like kind of what you hear. But no, dude, honestly, like I kind of agree with Chris to the extent that like the actual like rap, like obviously it's just like a nonsensical song, like you're saying. But dude, like the actual like fucking cadence that you're flowing on and shit, like dude, like you could tell that you could, if you really wanted to, you could actually like spit some shit. Because like some of the
he has. This is Mikey Ice Tray, people. Cool.
It's also helpful that the Deck and Jam fan club is a lot easier to find on Spotify than Michael D.
Yeah, that's true. But we are we still incorporating your old stuff into our now record label?
I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out.
Maybe we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It's your label. You do what you want.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. Expose yourself. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
there is.
Well, what?
Not in
Indecent
public.
exposure will get you in a lot of trouble.
Oh well, indecent. I never said that. I just said expose yourself. Like he has a platform. He can expose himself on that platform.
This is true.
Well,
there are some bad words in the album. That's true.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 1 of our visit with the Jackie Chan Fan Club. Tune in next week where we're going to dive deeper into the album Gorgeous Dolphin. Be sure to check out ShedTimePodcast.com. And of course, you know what I'm going to tell you. Don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun. This is the Shed Time Podcast, and it's time to blow one up and blow one out.